Okay, so now we go into some of the property characteristics. So, property zoning. So here again, we're back at the tax tax website. Zoning. It's kind of hard to tell, right? I don't know what any of this means. Only because I've been doing this for a while. Residential would be zoning. So again, if you're ever kind of confused, you can go over to the. Sometimes it has the. Sometimes it has zoning info on the GIS site, which it doesn't. So I know for this particular property, the zoning it would be in this case it'd be residential. You would think they would put that up there, but they don't have anything listed for zoning. So so you just go residential. Okay. Zoning link. It's the same link, right? Same link for this website. Not that important, to be honest. Property use code. Some counties have a property use code. I don't see one for this county. I don't see one for this county. Usually the property use code will be 4 digits. But don't see anything for there. Okay, so the shape of the property. So this is pretty easy. So, sometimes properties are funny shaped. This one here is easy. It's just a rectangle, right? So it's 200 by 100 feet. So you could just put rectangle 200 feet by 100 feet. The dimensions aren't necessary. But they're nice to have. Improvements. Improvements mean is there anything on the property? So, in this county, V stands for vacant, I stands for improved. Some counties will spell it out for you. And a lot of times here, it just says vacant. And again, another way you can kind of tell is if the land value is the same as the assessed or the just value. So if they put a house on this thing, the just value would be, I don't know, $200,000, something crazy. But anyways, so you can see a lot of info on the website here. So we just type in vacant, and then another thing I like to do, sometimes you can see here, so we can just zoom in 1, 2. So we zoom in, we don't see any sheds or anything. Like sometimes people won't actually put like a house, they'll put a little shed. And then I like to check Google as well. Zoom in. You see here's the neighbor. But it doesn't look like there's any sheds or anything here. So you can even use I even use Google Earth as well, because sometimes the imagery is different. So if you saw a shed or anything on it, just type shed on or building or something like that. But vacant's fine. Legal access. Okay, confirm access to the property. Meaning, is there an easement or recorded road identification to the county? So really, all I want you to do here is just take a look. And again, I like to use Google for this. These are roads, obviously, legal access, but then what I like to do is I just kind of step it out. Here's like a main road, right? So this whole area here is kind of like a subdivision. So it looks like we could drive out the road here, hit this road, go out here to main highway, and yes, there's legal access to the property. There are some properties, especially in Florida, where there is no legal access to it, and in that case, you would just notify me, and I would dig it up. So legal access, but yes. And access, if there is access, what is the name of the road to the access of the property? So you can Marsh, Hawk, and Maleo Road. All right, there we go. Road type and surface. Again, looks paved, right? So this would be a paved road. This here, right, would be a dirt road. So you could just write paved on there. Road frontage, confirmed road front. So road frontage is, does the property actually border a road? In this case, it does, and in this case, just put county. I really don't care who owns the road right now, but you can just put county. Who maintains the roads? Not that important. Default, just go to county. So county there is fine. Notes on the road, any additional notes regarding the ice. So here, if you could put looks remote, or well maintained, or you could just put NA. Not applicable. Okay. Terrain type, confirm the terrain type. Okay, so obviously they're talking about the terrain of the property. So it looks like we have some trees here, some shrubs, and then I like to go like this. Right? Just drop it right here. And then here's Marsh Hawk Road. Okay. And there's Maleo, because I can zoom in. Maleo Road, right? So we're at the intersection. And you can take a look at the little guy down here. And this is the property. So you can see there's some trees, right? A little bit of grass. Can walk down this way, right? So I'll walk a little bit down both sides, take a look in there. It looks like basically it's flat trees and grass. All right, so we just type in flat trees and grass. Okay. Whoops, cancel. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Here we go. There it is, level. Does the property border public land? And you got to go back to the assessor's site. So, okay, we'll zoom out. Let it load. Depending on the county, like some of these maps are interactive. So I'm going to put the mouse over here and click on this. So Mr. Komesh owns that property. And I'm going to click on this one. Mrs. Denson owns this property. So no, there's no government land around. This is all private property. It's surrounded by private property. So we just go back here. It does not border public land. So no, because it's all private land around it. And then adjacent property owners confirm who the adjacent property, select either federal, county. Okay, so it's private because they're all people, right? So we just click private. Okay. All right. Okay, so in the next video we will kind of get into this here, a little more of the details, which is a little more difficult.